As I said a few minutes ago, I've been visiting the park since 1956, so I love the place, and I keep making discoveries that I didn't know had happened before. So today's talk is going to be called, I Didn't Know They Did That. And be thinking about things that you've discovered while you're here. We just had some folks that saw the first chipmunk because they're from England, where there are no chipmunks. So that's a discovery. So think about what you discovered here in the park, because I'm going to ask at the end of the talk if anybody wants to contribute. My first question is, when do birds have their babies?
Spring.
Spring? When is spring?
April.
In the northern hemisphere.
Yeah,
April.
April? Okay.
March 23rd through June 23rd, some say.
Unless you're from North Dakota, then that's July 2nd. July 3rd is summer, and July 4th is fall.
Fall, yeah.
Well, I was driving down Skyline Drive north of here to Fisher's Gap Overlook. Fisher's Gap Overlook is one of those where there's a little small driveway into it away from the drive, Skyline Drive, and there's trees in between, so it's isolated from Skyline Drive. So I was going in there in the morning before going to work so I could look for wildlife from the car. Car is a good blind. A good way to watch wildlife is stay in the car, right? Because the wildlife doesn't run away as quickly. So I'm pulling in there, and sure enough, there went a turkey running across the road. I've seen turkeys all year long. As a matter of fact, they were having their chicks. I've seen chicks about this big already. And right behind that turkey hen were three tiny little chicks about this big, much smaller than the ones I'd seen before. And I said, wow, I gotta get a picture of them. So I stopped the car, got out my camera, put on the telephoto lens, got out of the car, walked to where I'd seen them go into the grass. And I'm hearing the mother hen up in a tree branch, clucking away, cluck, 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 cluck. All right, she's up there, but I don't see the chicks.
Yep, we're hiding.
But many people don't know that wild turkeys can fly, so I wanted to take a picture of that turkey up in the branch. So I up like this, and all of a sudden the grass right in front of me explodes. Those three chicks have been told by mama hide in the grass. And I got too close to them, and they took off, and I didn't know it, but they could fly that young. All right, so that's pretty unusual, I'm thinking. For young turkey chicks, July 27th was the date. And I got in the car to go back to work, and looked out the window about as far away as this family over here, on a branch, even with my eyes, was a baby robin. Baby robin doing what baby robins do.
More worms.
Wow, and just then an adult robin lands in front of it on the branch, feeds it a morsel, and takes off. Oh man, let me get the camera set up on the tripod behind the car with my cable release so I can duck down low, and I'll frame it so that the baby bird's on the right side and the empty branch is on the left side, and I'll just get that perfect picture of an adult robin feeding its baby right there on that branch. And I sat there for 15 minutes. Meanwhile, the baby's doing this. Along comes an adult robin, lands behind it, out of my picture, feeds it, and takes off. And the robin does, But it was time for me to go to work. So I didn't get my picture, but I had the sighting. Now that was July 27th, a baby robin still being fed by its parents. I didn't know they did that. Perhaps they can have more than one brood in a year. I don't know, but that begins to be the answer, yes.
I can confirm that because this year we were on Mount Hawksbill at Bird's Nest 2, one of the AT huts, and I got a nice video of two baby robins just sitting there, and it was about July 23rd, 25th.
Okay. All right, so you've also seen baby robins
Yes.
in late July. Very good,
Yes.
all right? So that's a discovery.